Ninth Gate, predictable. Hi, I wish I wasn't doing this show. This is not what I had planned today. But here we are, and I'm doing it. So, hello everybody. Terrible news. Just shit news, right? If you don't know, you know now. Mr. Smith has passed away. And I'm not... today, I'm going to talk about my time with Mr. Smith. It's selfish, right? Everyone's going to have their moment in the sun to remember and do whatever. And, I'd planned to go on today and still do the rant and just do something. And it just wasn't right. So it wasn't right. But here we are. We're going to play some music and talk about some stuff. Anyway, so I've had a pretty close relationship with Mr. Smith over the years. I got to interview him when he first came on this scene. Like many of you, I've got to interview a lot of you. I get to know you all very personally. Some more personal than others. But Mr. Smith was one of those, and I got some funny stories to tell you as well. But look, how I found out today. Thank you, E Urban, for the message. I already knew. As soon as I saw Valerie kick off her show today crying, I knew. That was because for those who didn't know, Mr. Smith was battling illness for a long time, and had a lot of health issues going on. And it always amazed me that he would get up and appear on people's streams and drum and stuff with a fucking broken wrist a lot of the time, and not in good health. Not in good health, right? So, but he continued to get up and play, and sometimes he would black out and fall over and wake up on the floor, and like he had some pretty fucked up health issues. And I was very privileged enough to be a close friend of Mr. Smith and talk to him for hours on end on voice chats and talk about conspiracies and governments, and we talked about everything, right? Music, a lot of music, right? And the way he came into the scene, I'll say hello to you all in a sec, guys. Just need to get this out. The way he came onto the scene was through the way a lot of people came into this community. Fucking Pete Johns. Pete Johns. Just, sorry, I had to hold it together and do a Patreon stream an hour ago and get through that, and it's all, I'm just trying to hold it together, right? So I think many of us are who had very close relationships with Mr. Smith. And I was one of those. I remember a time, and Valerie, if you're watching, I don't know if you are. Me and Valerie, we did, what do you call it when you do a confrontation, when you call someone up, and I forget the term. Fuck, my brain's fucking scrambled. We called him up and we ganged up on him and told him to get healthy and get some sleep, and I can't think of the word. You guys will help me out. An intervention. We did an intervention on him. Thank you guys. Me and Valerie ganged up on him once, and we did this intervention. Good God. Anyway. And for those of you who don't know, so he passed away from cancer. And this is another reason I had to not do my show today. I was going to be talking about AI, and in there I was going to be talking about cancer and I had all these thoughts beforehand going, would he want me to just get on with it and do it, or fuss about? And he probably wouldn't want me to fuss about, so I think I better fuss about, eh? But as I was saying, let's say hello to you guys, because this is a community thing, right? And we've all had some interaction with Mr. Smith, no matter what, right? He's Dave, Thomas, Justine. Justine's doing a stream as well coming up today. So I'm sure Thomas, my good friend, Thomas, he's not my moderator, he's my good friend, Thomas, will put a link if he can find it. Fuck cancer, man. Fuck cancer. We got to, here's the thing, right? Today I was going to be talking about, cancer survivors, because that's the thing. There's a lot of cancer survivors here in this community. A lot of you, right? I'm not going to go through names, but you know who you are. Thomas, Tremor Bear, JDL, G'day, Kid Kane Music. We've got Lewis and Costa and Lizard Days in here, and Pookie, of course, Forest of the Wolf. I'm trying to click through you all. Folk Punk, Hugh Caldwell, Chad Freeman, g'day. Justine, of course. Laurie's Mishmosh. But can you add back a Smitty emote? Oh, shit. Let's do that. Where did it go? Let me do that. Yeah, of course I can do that. Let me do that right now. Fuck cancer. Fat Panda Cat, Professor Boomer. I hope you got my email, Boomer. I wasn't too late. I tried. Hi to you all, eh? So let me get nice work, Laurie. You're much more than a pretty face, Laurie. Let me tell you that. Where is it? It's in Earn, isn't it? Fucking Earn. YouTube. Emojis. Let's add it back in here. Give me a sec, guys. All right. Replace emoji with... Where are all my emojis? Mr. Smith, where is he? I've got so many emojis of you all, guys. I've got a million emojis of all of you. I feel like a stalker. I feel like a criminal. You should see this. Should I show you how many emojis? I'll show you. Look at this. Look how creepy it is. Look how many emojis I've got of you all. If you spot him, see me. Because they're not all named. Look at me collecting images of you all. I plan on killing you all. Anyway. Where is he? I can't see him. Is he up the top? Did I pass him? Probably passed him. Sorry, this is riveting, isn't it? I'm a collector, I know. Increase the size of the window. Oh, can you? Oh, yeah, there we go. Look at that. He's got a odd emoji. Oh, fuck, man. My eyes are so fucked. I need new glasses. I can't see him. I can't see him in here for some reason. Unless I'm fucking stupid. I keep passing him. Maybe he's not in here because I had a hard drive crash. Fuck. I'll have to work on it. I don't know where he is. No, they're not named. They're not named. I'm not that fucking smart. Smart. I don't know where he is. It is what it is, guys. I'm not gonna sit here looking for it. It is what it is. I can't do anything. I didn't have time, so you just have to enjoy the fucking music. Sorry. All right. Man, that was unnecessary stress. I thought it's not your fault, Laurie. Yeah. Anyway, right. Maybe when I play a song, I'll find it. It's on my iPad. I'll find it. So I want to talk about this, right? So how Smithy found us was through Pete Johns, and Pete had this song up, "Foxy Lady," Jimi Hendrix cover, and so basically what Smith started doing was he would take people's songs from their YouTube channel and then he'd add drums to it and not even say anything. and he just put it up on his channel. So this was like 4 years ago. I think this was the first interaction. I think the second one he did was with Valerie from memory. My memory's not so good, but I think that's what it was. Let me cue this up and play it. So he took this track, Jimi Hendrix, and let's do it. Let's play it.
You know you are cute little heartbreaker. You know you are sweet little lovemaker. I wanna take you home. I won't do you no harm, no. Got to be all mine, all mine. Oh, foxy lady. You know, hey, I'm down on the scene. Foxy. You wanna make me get up and scream. Foxy. I've made up my mind, baby. Tired of wasting all my precious time. You got to be all mine, all mine. Foxy lady, here I come. Coming to get ya. Foxy.
Yeah. So that was my first experience with Mr. Smith when he did that. And we were like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? What's he doing? Why is he doing that? Why is he just taking people's songs and doing that? And turned out he did it for a lot of people. Mine included. Metheist, he played drums, my Metheist track. And I got some really special. I got some stuff here which we're going to show you soon. But yeah, so he kind of exploded into the scene. The thing was with back then, 4 years ago, right? So there weren't many drummers in this community. There weren't many drummers at all. It's hard to find a drummer. These days we got a few of them, right? Now we got one less, unfortunately. So to have a good drummer and for people to be able to include him on their music just made people's music so much better, right? And I'm going to tell you a funny story, right? So I got some funny stories, of course, because I feel like I'm at a funeral. So when I invited him on the show, when I invited him on the show, he we all know, right? He wears a mask, right? And the mask thing is a issue for some people, and some people who gives a fuck. I don't give a fuck, right? Whatever. Everyone has their thing, right? And it's very, very protective of his identity, and very protective of his identity. Anyway, so I reach out to somebody to interview them, and I get them to send me all their stuff. And of course, being hopefully a okay interviewer, I do my due diligence to try and look up people. And while I was searching, let me tell you, Mr. Smith's a hard person to find information on. But I found a whole lot of stuff. In fact, I found a bunch of his old bands, which probably none of you have ever heard. And you know, I'm not sharing them now, but that's it. But and I remember when he came on the show before it, because you know, like guests come on 20 minutes, 30 minutes before the show, and he came on, and I was like, "So, how you going?" And said his full name to him. And the look I knew was under his mask was, what the fuck? How the fuck did you find out my fucking name? I'll never forget it. He was so taken aback. He was so like, what the fuck? What have you done? And I'm like, listen, cunt. You think I'm not going to find this shit out, motherfucker? And then I went, so what about this band here? Is this a medieval fucking hippie trippy? What the fuck music is this? And he's like, how the fuck did you find that? Oh man. And but look, and you know, it was a big thing. The interview's still up on the channel. It was, I don't even know how to describe it. Just, what it reminded me of, I'll tell you what it reminded me of. I used to hang out in a lot of pagan communities, right? And there's that kind of, I don't know, like drinking mead. Does that make sense? Drinking mead music? It's kind of like witchcraft kind of music that you'd see with pagan communities. Anyway, it's besides the point. That was one of the many. I just remember one of the many bands that he has played. Yeah, he did. Yes, he played the hurdy-gurdy, right? So, thanks, Thomas. The interview's still up if you want to find out more. Like, if you missed it, it's 4 years ago, right? Fucked up thing was, not long before he fell ill, I was planning on having him back on for a Creator Rewind. Wow. So, yeah. He played a lot of different instruments. Like this dude was not a drummer, not just a drummer, right? Played a lot of instruments, lot of instruments. Natural musician, right? Natural ear for music, natural talent. Just one of those people who just got it, right? And if you've had a chance to play with him, I'm sure those of you who've done collabs and got music out, I'll bet it made your music better. Yeah, I bet it did. Because I'm going to get the chance to do that, which I will show you soon. Hello to everybody who's joined. So here's the thing today. Today when Valerie did her show, if you haven't seen it, Valerie did her usual show where she sits there and lets the chat dictate her show every Monday morning for me or Sunday for you guys. And she opened the show today just in tears. And it's, for me, look, I'm trying not to say too much, right, at the same time. As I said in the beginning, he's been ill for a long time and just kind of pushing through. But some of the symptoms that he had, in my opinion, were like, yeah, these are some pretty bad things. You probably need to get them sorted out. But men can be pig-headed. Let's just say that. I'm not talking gender class stuff, but men can be very pig-headed, and I think he was very pig-headed in that thing. Plus, you know, he didn't have a really good trust for doctors and stuff. If you knew him, you knew. And, you know, I remember saying a lot of times, fucking get this shit checked out, man. Get this sorted. I'm not putting any shit on him or anything for not doing it, but here we are, right? I think the message I'm trying to convey with this, if you're not well, if you've got symptoms, and go and get it checked out, please. Please go and get it checked out, please. Not for me. Fuck me. I'm just somebody on the internet for your family and this kind of stuff. For the people around you, go. I know doctors aren't always perfect and all this kind of stuff, but please do it for yourself and others around you. I'm going to play some more of his music, right? Because he played in this really awesome band called the Methadrine Hamsters. And I have in my possession, you guys probably don't know this, I have full desk recordings of the Methadrine Hamsters because at some point I was going to record vocals, and I've written lyrics for a bunch of the Smitty songs. And I have lyrics for 4 songs, all done, vocals, demos, and maybe we'll get these released. I'll put them out on the channel at some point. I don't know. But I'm going to play a Methadrine Hamsters song. This is my favorite one. It's called 11-12. This is the first one I worked on vocals for when he sent me all the masters to their music. So let's play this. I can wipe my nose and we'll be back, yeah? This is just a playthrough. So it's not the whole band or anything. It's just a playthrough. 11-12, the Methadrine Hamsters. Fucking sick song. Fucking awesome band, right? So out there, they don't even need a vocalist. That's what I said to him when he sent me all the masters to all the Methadrine Hamsters tracks. I'm like, you don't need a vocalist for this. It says itself, right? And that's a really old version. Like some people, point out, small kit. Dude didn't need the kit that he had, right? By the end, his kit was giant. A good drummer doesn't need a big kit, and there's proof, right? It's because that's his thing, right? Incredible timing. He's just a wicked drummer, right? So yeah, something else. While we're talking about recording music, so he was a regular on Gmay. I mean, he's played on everybody's stream, right? He got up there and played on everybody's stream. But I have a song called "Me and My Brain," and it's one of my favorite songs that I've written. And he reached out to me and asked if he could lay drums for the track, and I said yes. And I have the masters of this. The song's not released yet, so I don't know what to say. Like, so here it is. And this is me and my brain with Smitty's drums on here. So, of course, we got kicks out, resampled kicks, snare tops, snare bottoms. We've got toms. What do we got? 4 toms. We got some overhead hats, overhead ride. We got room hats. We got room ride. We got a stereo reverb mix of everything in here for my track, Me and My Brain. And yeah, this is this is meant to be on my album, but I think I might push to get this done, this version of it, and put this out there. So I'm just going to kick back again and play this because many of you have not heard it, right? So, and you can hear, like, I have a recording of this with my drums, with me playing drums, right? And they suck balls. They suck balls so much compared to this. So yeah, let me just play this, and this is Me and My Brain with Mr. Smith playing drums. Let's do it. Everything's changed. I'm not the same. I'm creating each day as I try to find a plane of the loneliness of me and my brain. I don't know what to do. Nobody's talking to you. Isolation now turns into shame. It's the loneliness of me and my brain. Don't know why I fight each day, but it seems to care anyway. It's consumed with the valley state of the loneliness of me and my brain. That is a fucking amazing performance. That is insane. Did you hear that shit, man? Did you hear that shit? Did you hear that shit at the end? Did you hear that shit? Absolutely urban. What? What is that? Did you hear that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What is that? Incredible performance, right? Killer stuff. So yeah. We'll get that sorted. We'll get it mixed. We'll get it done. Get some vocals on it. It'll definitely be on the album. Because my drums sound absolutely shit. I thought it was a hidden backwards message he'd put in there. I was going to try and reverse it and see what the fuck was that. What was that about? Anyway, satanic verses, maybe. So I don't know what else to say, guys. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I can sit here and talk about, I don't even want to talk about controversies and stuff. I don't even want to, because certain people will be feeding off that shit, right? And that's not what we're here for. We're here to remember the music, and that's it. It's just, it does, Justine. It just sucks. It's just shit. It's fucked up. There's no two ways about it, right? For me personally, I'm not going to be able to have a conversation with him anymore. I'm just talking for me here. I'm not going to hear. I'm not going to get to be a cunt with him anymore, and just shit on stuff and be a fucking asshole. Because we could be vicious when we're together. And then, you know, we had a lot of we talked a lot of politics and a lot of religious stuff. We talked a lot about conspiracies and governments and fucking the way the world's going. And we had a lot of conversations. Sometimes we had conversations that went for 8 hours. Man, I remember having a fucking conversation with him because he didn't sleep much. And, you know, we would, because of the time difference, right, here in Australia. I'm up during the day. It kind of worked where we would have these conversations. I think we had a conversation once that went for like 13 hours, just talking shit about music and just fucking the community and drums and conspiracies and fucking the pandemic and just everything, like every single thing. And yeah, I miss that kind of stuff. I miss that. So when I heard he'd been hospitalized, it was like, oh shit. And then found out that he had cancer. I hoped that this would be something, but the longer he was in there, it's kind of, I felt like this was. I'm not a mystic or anything, but I kind of felt this was where things were heading, and yeah, to see today this is where it's gone. It's shit. So look, I'm going to wrap things up. because Justine's going to do a show. Hubsy, what's going on? And Frankie, mate. Yeah. Justine's going to do a show today, and I'm sure many people are going to come together during the weeks ahead or whatever, and do little things. So get involved. If you need somebody to talk to, reach out to people, talk to people. Don't bottle shit up. Get things out, right? Don't hold things up. Don't cause more stress for yourself and all this kind of stuff. There's a big community here. People willing to listen and be a shoulder to cry and all this kind of stuff. So, be good to yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Because right now I'm not going to be good to myself. I'm going to do something really fucking bad to myself. Because I'm that dickhead. But he wouldn't want it any other way, right? And what am I doing? Fuck. Bear with me, guys. All right. Hey, look at that. So we played some Ninth Gate today. We played his first introduction into the community when he did a song with Pete Johns, Uninvited. While I get this shit ready, there's something else I did want to play. And I'm going to do that now that I've got this set up. So much shit on this. This is not what I expected to be doing today. So, yeah. Let me just bounce over here. Give me a sec, guys. We got Pete's doing your music live today as well too. I haven't set up a dump or anything because this is all last minute. But you guys can work it. You know where to go, right? You know where to go. You can find your way around. You're fucking adults, right? Give me a second here. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right. I think I'm almost at the place I need to go. I just want to play one more thing before I do this last thing. So let's do this. Oh, this one's going to kill.
Looking down on empty streets, all she can see are the dreams all made solid, are the dreams made real. All of the buildings and all of the cars were once just a dream in somebody's head. She pictures the broken glass, pictures the steam. She pictures a soul with no leak at the seams. Take the road out, wait until darkness. Let's take the road out, wait until darkness comes. Nowhere in the corridors of pale green and grey, nowhere in the suburbs in the cold light of day. There in the midst of it, so alive and alone, would support like bone, dreaming of mercy streets. from the jaws that slide smooth, tugging at the darkness, word upon word, confessing all the secret things in the warm velvet box. To the priest, he's the doctor, he can handle the shocks. Dreaming of the tenderness, the tremble in the hips, kissing Mary's lips, dreaming of Mercy Street, where you're inside out, dreaming of mercy. In your daddy's arms again, dreaming of Mercy Street. Swear they moved that sign, dreaming of mercy. In your daddy's arms. And with her father is out in the boat, riding the water, riding the waves on the sea.
Listen, my whole life, unfortunately, being a singer sucks, right? Sometimes, because when people pass away, people always ask you to sing at their funeral. I've sung at more funerals than you can fucking count on your fucking hands, all of you combined. I had to sing at a funeral once. Somebody who, over their open casket. Oh, fuck. And it doesn't get easier. But as a performer, right? You got a responsibility sometimes. Oh. And that responsibility falls on me again today to do this. So we're going to do it. Wish me luck. Because there's this song, right, that Mr. Smith wrote that I fucking love. And I've performed it that many times. And this is probably going to be the worst performance of it you've ever seen. Most likely. But it is what it is. It's called Gambling Man. God help me. Yo. Let me turn this light off. Thanks, Mr. Smith. The drums, the entertainment, the chats, performing with other people and elevating them. And just being a geezer, right? All right. We're going to do this. If I was a gambling man now, bet on you, Would I lose? Would I lose? If I was a running man now, ran a race for you, would I win? Would I win? If I was a righteous man, I said my prayers for you, would they come true? Would I lose? If I was a braver man and I'd asked to be with you, what would you choose? Would I lose? Would you ever let me hold you, keep you warm when nights cold? Would you balance out the scale, be the fish that I have caught? Would you always be alone to live your life by yourself? Or would you gamble your hopes on me? If I was a music man and I wrote a song for you, would you be moved? Would I lose? If I had an artist's hands and I drew the sun for you, would you choose the moon? Would I lose? If I was a wealthy man and I gave it up for you, would I lose? Would I lose? If I was an open man and chose to let you win, would I win? Would I win? Would you ever let me hold you, keep you warm when nights are cold? Would you balance out the scales and be the fish that I have caught? Would you always be alone to live your life upon yourself? Or would you gamble your hopes? Gamble your hopes, or would you gamble your hopes on If I was a braver man and I asked to be with you, would you choose? Would I lose? One last time, Smith. Would you ever let me hold you, keep you safe when nights are cold? Would you balance out the scales or be the fish that I have caught? Would you always be alone to live your life upon a shelf? Or would you gamble your hopes on? Gamble your hopes on? Would you gamble your hopes on? Deal with it.